Nightmare Before Christmas Time, November the 6th, Black Moon of Death Day today, Tuesday, the day of Mars, Marvin the Martian, the Mars sun, the Ram's sun, Ramses. The moon will be new tomorrow.
88.9 WERS, 8:35, something that probably won't be in our next newscast. Bill Gates is apparently obsessed
11-6.
with toilets now.
9-6. Novum is 9.
It says he's going to save $233 billion
Gates.
by reinventing the toilet. I kept looking to see if it was the Onion, and no, I think it's a legit news story.
Gates.
So we'll keep an eye on that.
The Bull Gates.
Buffalo Tom, right now, this is Soda Jerk.
Season 1, Episode 1, Season 6, Episode 1 of House of Cards. Season 6, Episode 1 is Chapter 66, 666. Claire Underwood, Claire, the clear underworld. Claire means clear. Declaration. She reads from the Declaration in her speech in this first episode. And she rides in the Beast, which is the presidential motor car, in which there's an assassination attempt. Assassination at 6. This is where everything begins. Genesis begins here at 6. Your life begins at 6, at the heel of hell, bellow, at the soles of the feet of the fishes. The time of Saturn, the Satyr, of 6 and sin and sign, where the tree of knowledge is. The wheel, the will. Man and his symbols. We're gonna look for some insight into the tree symbolism here today. In Man and his symbols, the true trees in the Garden of Eating, of 18. Man and his symbols, the Holy Bible, symbolism of the bull El, the Canaanite Phoenician bull god of old, Eld. Holy days, the dark time of the year when the night takes over the day, time of Noel, Saturnalia, in December, deception, the shadow of the devil, the deceiver, the shadow, J, number 10, the candy cane, the phallus of the father phallus of the alpha father, the lingam, and the yoni. There's the cup again, the chalice of Alice, or the Grail, the Holy Grail of El, King Arthur, Arturus, the Batel, phallus, father, lingam, yoni, the power symbol, G, Gaia. One, 0. 1 and 0 is 1. Everything and nothing is everything. Lingam and yoni is lingam. Xbox 360. 2018, 20 times 18. 360. Make no mistake, we're dealing with God's yang wang here. The hook of the crook. 10 sections here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The lingam, the Johnson of John, of Jah, Zeus, Jupiter, Zeus, Jesus, Jehovah, Tetragrammaton, Aton, the sun. Sun is yang, which is the male generative principle, the male generative organs, the male genitals, Els. And this whole time of the year of the hollow cave of Eve, down here where we are below the belt, below Libra, is all about her, the valley, Death Valley. Even. This is even. This is odd. This is Eve. This is Adam. This is the electron. That's the atom. The trees in the book of Genesis, genetics, beginnings. Life and death begins at 6 o'clock. This is your infancy and winter. That's your young adulthood in spring and summer. This is your middle age, autumn, spring, summer, summit, Cancer, crab. This is your autumn, when you're starting to go toward your tomb, your midlife, and then your winter, back to winter. I'm going the wrong way again. It's hard to get the directions right when you're doing it but all your life is a circle of L. All my life's a circle. Sunrise to sundown. Sunset. 6. Let's look in the index here in Man and His Symbols by Jung for Eden, Garden of, 86. Page 86. Oh, I forgot about the 5 cash register synchronicities I got here from yesterday. Where did I put those? Here they are. Page 86, I'm going to show you these 5 cash register synchronicities. Carl Jung coined the term synchronicity, meaningful coincidence, in his 1947 essay of that title. It's an acausal connecting principle, meaningful coincidence, coincidence. Co is together with, incident is an occurrence. So everything is a coincidence, but there are meaningful ones like this that just knock your socks off a bit. Items 5, time 7:55, change 55 cents, the date 11/5, 11 times 5, 55. This one was those freaking, all these machines all the time, blowers and shit. Fucking nightmare before Christmas. 7:06, the total was 16:06. 19th hour, 6th minute, 26th second, 16:06 total of the purchase. A receipt is a raw seat. That's the setting of raw, or the setting position, the settlement, element, mind, at 6. The raw seat, raw sit, set. 5:38, 17th hour, 38th minute, 33rd second, total 17:38. Time and total exactly the effing same. $5:18, 17th hour, 18th minute, 45th second, total 67:18. 2018. DIE in gematria. D's 4, I's 9, E's 5 equals 18. That's the value of this lower semicircle. 3, the lower of the bellow of L. 9 plus 3 is 12, plus 6 is 18. This is the realm of death. The divine divide of David. The inter of winter. The burial of the sun. This one, 422 2296. 422 2296. And last but not least, 501 13219 total. Invoice number 3119. 13219 3119. Fucking machines. The machines of the Masons. Gas powered. Petrodollars. So 86, Garden of Eden. Eating. 18. Every society, this is going to be tough. Every society has its idea of the archetypal paradise or golden age that it is believed once existed and will exist again. Left, a 19th century American painting embodies the idea of a past utopia. It shows William Penn's treaty in 1682 with the Indians occurring in an ideal setting where all is harmony and peace. Below left, a reflection of the idea of a utopia yet to come. A poster in Moscow Park shows Lenin leading the Russian people toward the future. Lenin. Above, the Garden of Eden, depicted as a walled and womb-like garden in a 15th century French painting, and showing the expulsion of Adam and Eve. Odd and even, Adam and Eve. Dawn and evening, yang and yin. Right, a golden age of primitive naturalness is depicted in a 16th century painting by Cranach entitled Earthly Paradise. Far right, the 16th century Flemish artist Bruegel's Land of Kokjagin, a mythical land of sensual delights and easy living, stories of which were widely popular in medieval Europe, especially among the hard-working peasants and serfs. Okay, let's read a little bit here. 87. It is significant that the psychological doctor, within my experience, is consulted more by Jews and Protestants than by Catholics. This might be expected, for the Catholic Church still feels responsible for the cura animarum, the care of the soul's welfare. But in this scientific age, the psychiatrist is apt to be asked the questions that once belonged in the domain of the theologian. People feel that it makes or would make a great difference if only they had a positive belief in a meaningful way of life or in God and immortality. The specter of approaching death often gives a powerful incentive to such thoughts. From time immemorial, men have had ideas about a supreme being, one or several, and about a land of the hereafter. Only today do they think they can do without such ideas. Because we cannot discover God's throne in the sky with a radio telescope or establish for certain that a beloved father or mother is still about in a more or less corporeal form, people assume that such ideas are not true. I would rather say that they are not true enough, for these are conceptions of a kind that have accompanied human life from prehistoric times and that still break through into consciousness at any provocation. Modern man may assert that he can dispense with them, and he may bolster his opinion by insisting that there is no scientific evidence of their truth, or he may even regret the loss of his convictions. But since we are dealing with invisible and unknowable things, for God is beyond human understanding, and there is no means of proving immortality, why should we bother about evidence? Hare Krishna.